Good afternoon. There's almost nothing that Republicans and Democrats agree on, so when they do, it is newsworthy indeed. And we have Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and we have Democrats and Republicans in the United States Senate who have all come together and decided that American consumers should not be allowed to buy affordable cars. It's helpful to understand who the people are being quoted here in this paragraph. Michigan Senators Gary Peters and Debbie Stabenow. Michigan is a very big union state, and even though there's a big black hole now where Detroit used to be, and most of our car factories, there is still a remnant there of what was once the U.S. auto industry. So the senators from there are demanding for big tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. Sherrod Brown is a senator from Ohio, and he's in a really tough election battle that's coming up in November. Michigan is also a battleground state, and if Donald Trump wins Michigan, he'll probably win the presidency. At least that's how things look if the election were held today. So everyone is motivated to say whatever they have to say to win the votes of Michigan factory workers. So if you're living in another state and you just want to be able to buy a new car for less than $40,000, this just isn't your year. This piece here has a survey. 22% of Americans said they would buy a Chinese electric vehicle over one from a US brand if the cars were identical, but the price difference were $5,000. So that's a big market right there. 22% of Americans is 60 million people or so. And the price difference isn't going to be only $5,000. It's going to be more like $20,000. Ask that survey question again. Two cars, one from China costs $20,000. The one from GM or Ford is $40,000. How big do you think that market is now? Here are the Republicans now, Josh Hawley and Marco Rubio, senators who are pushing for huge tariffs, 125% in Hawley's case. That would basically more than double the cost of a car. And Rubio just wants a $20,000 across the board tariff on them. Josh Hawley's from Missouri, and there are some car plants there, but Hawley has one of the safest seats in Washington. Marco Rubio is from Florida, and he also has a safe seat. So we must assume that they're not saying what they need to say to keep their jobs. They actually believe that car buyers should have to pay more than twice as much for their cars than they have to. I have a question here now for my Republican friends and family, Trump voters, small government conservatives, social conservatives, religious people. And we know that on every single issue, there is disagreement, strenuous disagreement with Democrats, with liberals, with Joe Biden. But on this one issue, that huge tariffs on Chinese companies that push the price up on everything, not just cars, but everything, Joe Biden and the Democrats agree with you. And the conclusion here is that a broken clock is right twice a day, right? And this is the one issue, and the only one issue that even Joe Biden and the Democrats have gotten right. Joe Biden is right this time. Debbie Stabenow and Janet Yellen and Sherrod Brown and the DNC and the labor unions, which vote straight ticket Democrat for the past 70 years, that it's good to finally come together, agree and work together because they're right this time. Are you sure about that? Or could it be that this issue is the one that you're wrong about? Is it possible that it's wrong to deliberately, on purpose, double the price of cars, punishing young people, punishing budget-conscious buyers who don't have $600 a month for a car payment? Is it possible that it's wrong to be doing that? And that Joe Biden and the Democrats are wrong to want to, just like they're wrong on everything else? I'm just asking. Be good.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the gentle, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who